I wish to present you this specific amulet with attack on evil eye. I think these are amulets par excellence because they're combining three key ways of defending against evil eye. So they are made from gold, which is protective material, as we know from ancient sources. Then it has unusual appearance, which is also important. It's shining. It has all these small images. And then when you read this image, it's threatening and it should scare evil eye or owner of evil eye who wants to hurt his victim. So amulets are very small, usually in diameter less than 2 centimeters, made of thin gold sheet, sometimes of 2 sheets combined, and in very different execution. So, as you can see, they are made in very different ways, with eyes very big or small, with very thick border, or with 2 lines of these bordered pearls, and of course in better or worse execution. They can be worn as pendants, or sometimes we have chains like in these 2 left specimens. In one case, we can also see this lateral loops. So it was part of something, let's say, bigger set. And second big production group are these buttons. So loop is now not on top, but on the back of the medallion. So in this case, it was perhaps sewn on some clothes or something like that. Usually we don't see these loops. They are not so good presented or published, but from descriptions we can say that approximately half of them have such parts. And then we have some specimens that are remodeled, or in this English example, make in a roll, or if this is just artificial addition, we have still 2 holes that are probably not original. And in this case, we have these small pendants, which also probably are not original, but added later. Well, these amulets have a long history of research. They were admired and collected from 18th century at least. First, they were in private collections, which then later becomes parts of big imperial and now national museums. So we have it in Vienna, in Paris, in London, Rome, Vatican, and Berlin. So all big collections practically. And well, some are also lost or misplaced, and now just from old publications and drawings. So early publications use these objects to explore and explain evil eye. These are just two of most famous works. Well, and in last 2-3 decades, we have quite a few new finds. They can be from excavations or from usually metal detector finds. And in this case, they can be with some data, but they can also come just with unknown provenience from some private collections, or we can find them in different auction houses. From excavations, we knew, for example, this piece from Vienna, which was also basis for the recent study of Rita Cinelli, which collected most of known examples from, let's say, Western Europe. Well, we have also two new finds from graves. Majority of the finds of such amulets we can expect from graves, but till 2000 there were just one grave from Italy systematically excavated. Well, this changed with two graves. One is from Rome, protective excavation on Stazione Tor Sapienza gave this beautiful grave of probably young female with earrings and amulets and finger ring, and also such amulet. And second one is from Switzerland, from Avenches, with in this case silver amulet from grave of a child 2 to 3 years old. Both graves are dated by numismatic find or by, in this case, pottery to 2nd century. We know that some amulets were found in Herculaneum, so they should be from 1st century, and also grave from Massa Marittima is from 1st century, is dated in 1st century. So we can assume that such amulets were a part of sets for children. Now, about distribution. If old finds were pointing to Italy, so new finds are showing that such amulets were known also from Gallia and Germania and Britannia. And some older finds from Pannonia and Balkan Peninsula shows also that they are known on the other side of Adriatic Sea. Well, motif is known also from intaglios. Here we have even less information and data. All these gems are from old collections with no data at all. We see that again, it is in the middle eye, which is attacked by different animals and other objects. What is interesting that phallus or flying phallus, which is most common on metal golden amulets, are here missing. Then we can find motif also on lamps and on pottery. If in amulets and in gems, this is very personal object, here we can already ask ourselves, is this something for protection of person or protection of some space or protection of something what was stored in such vessel? And of course, then we have it on mosaics, like this famous from Antiochia, or from Basilica Hilariana in Rome. In these cases, it is obvious that motif was meant to protect rooms and people in it. And then we have stone reliefs. These are few from Italy and from North Africa. They can be for them own, or as in this case, just part of some bigger relief, here unfortunately not preserved. They were always in good execution with good details, and again with some additional figures that are not presented on amulets. And then I wish to show you also two examples of graves. One is this from Ausia in northern Africa again, from tombstone of family of this beneficiarius, which have here just above inscription also this motif of attack on evil eye. And then the other example, Palmyra, tomb of three brothers, mausoleum, tomb with a lot of graves, and on these pilasters up there are again motifs of attack on evil eye. So in these cases, motif is meant to protect what? Grave, not owner or deceased, but grave as such. So to avert invidia from bygoers, let's say like this. Okay, now just few words about iconography. There are a lot of animals or objects as arms or some celestial things like thunderbolt or star, and of course winged phallus, which are attacking evil eye. Sometimes, in some hypotheses, these elements are connected to some solar deities or some other cults, or especially to Mithraism. But I think that there are simply too many animals. Of course, every one of them can have some magical properties or can be connected to some cult, but when looking on them together, they are simply aggressive animals which are attacking this evil eye. Especially if we add to this list animals from other motifs of attacking, so from gems and from reliefs and mosaics, they have then we have even longer list of them.
5 minutes.
Yes. And then on amulets, we have also gladiators, not just basically in just one, unfortunately lost example, and on gems, so they can be like we can see on this relief. Some additional figures, which for this one I really don't know what should be. Then we have this curious man in the bowl, which can be Harpocrates, or perhaps some allusion on Hercules in Helios' golden cup. Alina yesterday showed one magical gem with something quite similar, and it was, well, if it is Isiastic, then it should be Harpocrates also here. All these examples were mostly 1st and 2nd century, and in 3rd century there is shift in showing this attack on evil eye. In synagogue in Dura Europos, on ceiling tiles, we can see also this. Changes now in this symmetrical representation of snakes or lions. And this is something that goes then in late antique, early Byzantine time. In Christian medallions, protective medallions, which is obvious from inscriptions and crosses. And this we can also see in frescoes, for example, this from Bowit, where evil attack on evil eye is just one detail, but main object is this, what is then becoming more and more popular in Christian iconography, so Holy Rider attacking beast or demon. So just few basic literatures about this topic. I'm concluding with this amulet, very interesting, typical Roman, but found in Langobard grave in Bratislava. So thank you for your attention.